Hello and welcome back. It's Sunday night here. I'm doing getting ready to pack some stuff up. Just going to go over some of my weekend sales with you and kind of a couple thoughts that's on my mind. If you like this type of content, I appreciate you give me a like, make a comment as to see what type of topics you want me to cover. If there's something out there you got a question, I'm more than welcome to answer it. Also, if you do like this type of content, subscribe and share it with other people that also resell so that the word gets around. I'd appreciate any of that. I appreciate any of you that watches. You don't know what it means to me to have this forum to speak out to people and to try to help. I'm just generally here to try to help. That's all the goal is here. My name is Chris. I live in Christiansburg, Virginia. That's near Virginia Tech campus. For anybody that doesn't know exactly where that's at, you can look that up. But I want to go over a few, first of all, the things that sold this weekend. Well, there's most of it, and then we'll talk from there. Sold a VCR. This is a Sharp VCR. One good thing about this one, it's got the rapid rewind on it. That's one kind of reason I picked it up. It's newer. You can tell these newer ones. Let's see if it has a manufacturer date sometimes. It doesn't on this one. But a lot of times you can kind of tell by what they weigh. These weigh, I don't know, 6-7 pounds. I generally pick these up. I don't pick up much bigger ones. You get in weight and shipping and stuff, these things get ridiculously heavy. So you just want to watch. Like I said, the rapid rewind. Didn't have a remote, but did come with a universal remote. Also, with the universal remote, this was just laying on the lady's porch. I picked this up at a yard sale for $3. But she had the universal codes. It says right there how to do it. At the time when I tried it out, it worked with this, but it doesn't mean it'll keep the code forever. So I made sure I include the little paperwork. I always include RCA cables. I usually see you wouldn't believe it. A lot of yard sales, either they're in a free box or a quarter box or something like that. You can tell these never even been used. I throw them in there. And these are going to be extra long ones too, so they'll love these things. But that's kind of what I do when I put together an outfit. I do the remote, the cables, that type of thing. I do sell them without the remote, but you just don't get as much, and it takes longer. Even this took, I don't know, 6-8 months to sell. I paid $3. I got $32.99 plus shipping. The way I'm going to ship this out, after I get done this video, actually, I'm going to go ahead and get it ready and package out. It's going out UPS as opposed to the U.S. Postal Service. The box and everything I use and the way I pack it, it gets to the point where it's gotten expensive to ship stuff USPS. So I go UPS with my VCRs, VCR DVD players. Hopefully I'm going to get a couple of those listed here soon. So, because I am completely out of VCRs in the store. So that tells me I need to go ahead and keep on getting, go ahead and put some new ones in. I've got a few, just getting around to list them. Sold this, Nemo's Marcus linen shirt, 100% linen shirt. Nice. It's new with tags. I was at a little thrift store down there in Roanoke, Virginia. You can see this was like a $125 shirt. I was down there in Roanoke, and I must have hit where somebody passed away or something. But anyway, I went to the rack there, and there was all these new with tag shirts, and they all were like big high-name brands between, I don't know, $75 and $150 with tags. That's what it would cost at the stores. And their price there is just $2.99. They don't get caught up on stuff like that at the Salvation Army down there. So I picked up probably between 10 and 12 shirts there. That's one of the last ones. I took it all for $30 free shipping, so I'm still happy with that. Bought a bunch of these keychains at a yard sale. Didn't really know if they would go that well or not. They went pretty good. I think that's about the 6th one I've sold. I got about $11 free shipping out of it. Paid a quarter for all of them because I didn't really know. I told the person I bought these off of, I said, I have no idea. These will sell well and won't sell well. I said, I'll take all of them off of you. but I only give you a quarter a piece. So I probably have made all my money back at this point. I got a bag and a half of these little things. What they are Street Fighter keychains. This is Ken and Seigel, or however you say that, but that's them. There's different ones, the different characters, depending on the keychain. So I've got a couple listed at a time, and when one sells, I just list another one. That's why I do it. I could list all the individual characters, but I didn't get into that mess at this point. I guess every time pretty often in these videos, I show you I sell manuals. Same thing. I got a big old tote of them for free, and then I bought some off somebody for $30 for a good sized tote. So I had a bunch of these, and I really honestly believe it. Telling you, I thought these would be slower movers, but they've moved really pretty well. And you'll see another one here in a little bit. This is for the Ford Rangers pickups, but this is 1993 through 2005. $17 free shipping. Happy with that sale. Even if it was one of them, I paid what would be about a couple bucks for them. Still doing really well. Like I said, most of those. Now, a few of them, what I've had to do, I'll look them up. And a couple of them I looked up the other day. Sold for $6.99 free shipping. And what I do is I just recycle those. There's no use to fool with them. Either recycle or donate them, is my opinion. Sold this floral. It's Dave Taylor. I never really sold that name before. Hadn't sure how well it would do. And it didn't do greatly, so unless it's cheap, I'm not going to be picking up the name that great. I mean, it did okay a few months. And I guess it was colder months, so it's harder to sell a floral Hawaiian shirt in that type of month. But here's the big thing that's great about this shirt, the 3XLT. If there's any size that I think is the sweet spot of sizes as far as sizes that will sell well, the 3XLT is what I would call the sweet spot. This is floral. I paid $2.50 because this was on a half. This was half price. I think I got $21 free shipping, so pretty happy with that. This is still, even though that's that good size, it's still lightweight. Won't cost a lot to ship. Second manual. We've got a Haynes manual here. This is for carburetors. We got about 21 bucks out of this. Same deal as before. Don't need to explain it to you, but we sold another one. Sold this David Bowie album. This is pretty hard to find. This is live in Stockholm in 1978. This is going international. Sold pretty quickly. I had a couple items this week that sold pretty quickly. This sold pretty quickly this sold $27 free shipping. It actually goes to Illinois now instead of, for me, it was Kentucky. But now it goes to Illinois, and then I have no idea where it's going from there. I haven't checked. But it's going to Illinois from there. And so that was good. That was 50 cents. Found it at the local thing. This thing is, I mean, I don't know that anybody, it looks like it's never really been listened to. These are really nice and clean. But it's Bowie, live in Stockholm. Had it been other David Bowie albums, I probably would have kept those. I like David Bowie stuff pretty good, but I'm not big on live items. Of course, I didn't listen to this, so if it's so clean that I didn't really feel like I needed to listen to it. If you want to know the truth, a lot of albums I would recommend that you listen to them one time through, but this thing was pristine, so I don't know if it was ever even listened to. So we got a couple more things. This is Eddie Bauer. This is a medium pearl snap shirt. Eddie Bauer's not necessarily the greatest name, but it was pearl snap and stuff, so that's why I picked it up. I think I got $16 out of it, free shipping. It's probably a $2 shirt. Still pretty cheap to ship and stuff, so, you know, I'll still make a pretty good profit and all. But I'm not big on Eddie Bauer name. I'm more big on LL Bean, that type of item. But I mean, if it had been a bigger size, I'd been happier about that pickup. But it was a medium. It's probably the reason, I tell you what, sometimes when you're picking up inventory, you're like, oh, I need stuff. So you'll pick something up and, it wasn't necessarily the best choice, but you picked it up anyway. But that's not what this one is. Found this the other day. This is something that sold ridiculously, probably too quick, 2 hours probably. Probably priced it too cheap, but I did a video a while back on well, first of all, I always tell y'all that there's two things that sell. It's memories and necessity. If something brings back a memory, that's a seller. And of course, necessity, you gotta have it. You go buy it. You're gonna buy and you're gonna pay extra out for it sometimes. But what I said in another video was that there's bolos that people don't talk about. One of those things is local items. And this is one of those things. This is a Salem Avalanche jersey. The local team near me in Salem, Virginia, is the Salem Red Sox. Before they were the Salem Red Sox, they were the Salem Avalanche. So this is a Salem Avalanche jersey. This is probably, I don't know, 15 years, 20 years old. It's got to be pretty good because one thing, this is a Wilson jersey, but I don't know if you can see that, but it's made in America. A lot of your jerseys, just like everything else, aren't made in this country. But this is a Salem Avalanche jersey. This is the type of thing that people will look for. You won't see a lot of these online. They don't make many of these. When you go to a minor league game, look out and see how many jerseys they've got. They don't have a lot of jerseys. If they do have some, they're probably really ridiculously priced. But see, these don't exist no more. The Salem Avalanche don't exist. I think maybe I found one more like this in all my time, and they always go ridiculously quick. Now, usually, when I talk about local items, and like I said before in that local items video, that's a bolo that people don't talk about. And bolo stands for be on the lookout. Because it'll sell quick and you'll make good money. Because like I paid $4.99 for this, but I got $39.99 free shipping. To me, that's good profit. But when you're talking about local stuff, there's stuff that really means memories to people, and they'll really pay up. Like that was in that video was a Lakeside mug, and people paid up good for that Lakeside mug. I probably could have got a lot more for that Lakeside mug, but I definitely know to look for that stuff. That stuff that's not around anymore, but is prominent for a local area. People will buy that stuff quickly, and they'll pay good money, and it's around a lot of times. This stuff is around. I mean, not exactly this jersey, but there's other Salem Avalanche stuff. And generally when I find Salem Avalanche stuff, it moves quick. I would love, I've been on the lookout for just, kind of one of those grill items. It's not going to be worth a lot of money. But before they were the Avalanche, and even, gosh, I think there was something in between. I want to find something Salem Pirates. They were a Pirates organization for a long time. They had Bobby Bonilla, Barry Bonds, those type guys all played in Salem, Virginia before they became big stars. So I want to find some Salem Pirates stuff at some point. I'd sell it, of course. I'm not going to keep it unless it's a whole bunch. I'd like to find, like a tub. That'd be great. But if I didn't, I'd just like to find some item. That'd be kind of one of those grill items you want to find. Like I said, I always look for items in the area. Sometimes that stuff can really bring good money. Usually goes back to the area. Usually, the other Salem Avalanche jersey I bought at a Goodwill there in Salem, and went to a person in Roanoke. I looked up the distance between that Goodwill. I know this might sound weird. I looked up the distance between that Goodwill and where I mailed it to was like less than 4 miles away. It's just funny that it went less than 4 miles away. This is not going to local. This is going to Florida. Apparently somebody in Florida really likes this. I know people look for these older Wilson jerseys too that are made in the USA. That's also a collectible type thing to some people. So one last thing, and then we'll go into a little topic real quick. Sold a stack. I'll show you just a few again, and you've seen these before. 16 of these. I do them in stacks of 16. Got over 100 of these Sweet Valley Twins books. $27 free, $27 free shipping for 16 of them. Like I said, I got over 100 of them. The way that worked, the second day of the sale was fill a bag, and it was you bring your own bag. And I got a big monster bag. That's what I ship my stuff out. I don't do the IKEA bag stuff. I got a big bag I ship it out at, and brought that in there. They laughed. They thought it was funny. They didn't have a problem with it. They didn't get stuck up on stuff. And I said, what about this bag? They said, fill it up. So I filled it up. I got over 100 of those. I said, can I make 2 trips? So and they're like, yeah, we get it. So they let me make a couple trips, and I even got a couple CDs that I sold, that type of stuff. So great sale, I've sold 4 lots of those at $27. Still got a couple more, maybe even 3. I don't know exactly, but there's at least 2 lots. So that was a great sale. What I wanted to get to really quick, as you see on the thumbnail, it's commitment versus crowd. And you're like, what exactly did he mean by that? What I mean is, in reselling, and just like anything pretty much, I don't really follow the crowd on stuff. And what I mean like that It's like you say back in October, there was a big push for the adult Happy Meals at McDonald's come out. People were, all the reselling world was, go get the McDonald's Happy Meal. And I'm not throwing off on that. There's a lot of people that went out and got those. They ate the meal and sold the rest, and it paid for their meal at McDonald's. Hey, how can I knock that? I'm not going to knock that. But there's too much chasing around of stuff sometimes. There was some pitch black Mountain Dew and some other stuff I seen this week on some of the eBay pages and stuff like that. And I don't chase that stuff around. My stuff is, like I said, it's crowd versus commitment. And I think if you want to stay long-term in the resale business and really make it, you don't chase what the crowd chases. You stay committed. You stay in your lane to a certain degree. People sometimes ask me, okay, Chris, I want to get started in reselling. What should I sell? And I look at them, I say, what's your favorite thing to do? And they'll go, Chris, I like to fish. I'm like, there you go. You need to resell fishing stuff. Because I don't know the difference between a $5 reel and a $300 reel. I could walk right by them. Wouldn't know the difference. A couple of times this year, there was a box of tackle stuff. May have been good stuff. One guy offered me an older box, looked like actually pretty good, $15, and it had stuff in it. And I probably should have done it, but I don't know. I don't know it from Adam. And I told him, I said, that's my thing. And it's just where you can make money. The guy asked me once about, he does golfing. And I said, dude, that's what you should go into. That's your lane. At some point, broaden your lanes. But don't ever get out of your lane. And it doesn't mean you shouldn't learn different categories. Don't take that as different. If something like McDonald's toys interests you, then you go through and look on eBay, look at the sold. Look, you can pick up between lowest and highest price, hit the highest price and sold. Look for consistency. There's always going to be somebody that pays a very ridiculous price for one, but that's not what you look for. Look at consistency. Maybe it's an Avenger, an Iron Man Avenger, McDonald's that sells for good money. I don't know. I've never even looked that up. But maybe that's a rare one, and that's what you need to look for. Okay, well, that's one I need to look for. You get that stuff in your mind, or you make notes on your phone. I've told you multiple times on your phone, there's a little notebook section. I use the notebook section of my phone. I put little notes in there. And that way, when I'm out doing something, if something comes to mind, that's what I use. But like I said, stay away from the crowd. Stay away from what the crowd's chasing, because a lot of times it starts nice, and then as more crowd, the more people that go into it, the price goes down. See? And then you're not making nothing, and you're stuck with everything. That's just my opinion. Like I said, I would avoid the crowds versus staying committed. Stay in your lane more so. I'm not saying don't broaden your lane, but stay in your lane. Stay with what you're comfortable with. Don't chase stuff and then look back later on and go, gosh, I went $900 out the door. Now, if it's a couple of dollars, so be it. I make bad decisions, often, especially like out yard selling. I always tell this, on yard sale season, a lot of times, 8 out of 10 times, when I buy a dollar item, it's good. But there's 2 out of 10 times it ain't good. And you just learn from your 2 out of 10. And I usually throw those in a box, and I go ahead and return those or try to get rid of it as quick as possible on the 2 out of 10. But the 8 out of 10, I make more money than to worry about the 2 out of 10. That's just, the way I do it. I mean, it's okay if you put out $1 or 50 cents or something for something that ain't exactly the greatest thing on earth. That's okay. But don't put out hundreds of dollars for something. I see sometimes on eBay thrifters and different Facebook pages. Would you pay this? Would you pay that? $900, $600. No. I seen something the other day near me, a little ways away. They had 1,000 laser discs, a little bit over 1,000 laser discs for $1,000. And for a half second, the back part of my brain went, what about that? And I started running the thing through my head. First of all, the storage space. First of all, just all the listing and stuff. And you have to buy all the boxes, specialized boxing. How long am I going to sit on this stuff? You bet $1 a piece. And I didn't really see in the pictures it didn't look like great ones. I didn't see Star Wars. I didn't see the big names. Kind of made me wonder if they hadn't sold off some of the good stuff, and this is what's left over. Maybe not. But I decided at the end of the day, $1,000 for something I'm not really fond of, know a whole lot about. Not for me. So take that for what it's worth. I hope you have a great week. Thanks for watching. Like I said in the beginning, if you like this type of content, please give me a like, subscribe. Have a great week.